decision. The subcommittee has listened to all representations, both oral and written. The subcommittee considered all relevant evidence made available to it, and in doing so took the following into account: the licensing objectives and Licensing Act 2003, Hillingdon's licensing policy and guidance issued by the Secretary of State under 182 of the Licensing Act 2003. The decision of the subcommittee is to grant the application for the supply of alcohol for the consumption off the premises Sunday to Monday between 600 hours and 2300 hours. The operating hours of the business will also be between 600 hours and 2300 hours. The new premises licence will be subject to the conditions as set out in their application. Reasons. The subcommittee recognised that this is a new application for the premises licence for the sale of alcohol off the premises, ancillary to the business, which is a newsagent selling a variety of goods. Apart from the representations from one interested party objecting to the application, the subcommittee noted that there had been no further objections, particularly from residents, responsible authorities, or other members' inquiries logged by the councillors in respect to this application. The subcommittee heard representation from the interested party who had been operating his business for the last 17 years. The interested party outlined his concerns about the potential damaging effect the grant of alcohol licence to a new premises could have on his business due to the low footfall within the area. The subcommittee were of the view that commercial damage caused by the competition from the new licensed premises was not a relevant representation to be considered, in keeping with paragraph 9.4 of the section 182 guidance. In light of the interested parties' representations regarding the possibility of an increase of crime, public nuisance, alcohol-related disorder, underage sale and antisocial behaviour, the subcommittee were not persuaded that these issues could be directly attributed to the applicant's premises without tangible evidence and in absence of any representation from responsible authorities or members' inquiries. In addition, the crime reference reports raised by the interested parties were confirmed by the police licensing team to relate to the interested parties' premises rather than the applicant's premises. The applicant was asked to demonstrate his knowledge of the 4 licensing objectives, and whilst he was not in his verbal submission able to recite them all in full, the subcommittee were satisfied that he had a broad understanding of them and what was expected of him to promote them, given the 15-year experience in the other licensed premises. The subcommittee also noted that the premises has run for the last 4 months without an issue. Having considered all the information put before it, the subcommittee was satisfied on the balance that the applicant would comply with the licensing objectives. The right of appeal. The relevant applicant for the premises licence or other person who made relevant representation to the application may appeal against the council's decision to the Justice Clerk of Uxbridge Magistrates Court, and such an appeal may be brought within 21 days of receipt of the notice of decision. No decision made by council will have effect during the time period with which an appeal may be brought, and until such time that any appeal has been determined or abandoned. The subcommittee advises as a comfort to residents and a warning to the licensee that the licence may be reviewed and could potentially be revoked if the licence conditions are not adhered to, and or the premises are managed in a manner which does not uphold the licensing objectives. You will be deemed to have received this decision letter 2 days after the date of the accompanying letter, which will be posted by first-class mail. Thank you very much.